Hello everyone, I'm Styles and welcome to ArtFlow. Today I want to talk about the process of creating my latest illustration, Chasing Dragons, as well as talk a bit about art styles and why I'm deciding to change mine. Styles is going to talk about art styles? That's a weird sentence. I wanted to create this piece as a farewell to the summer because pretty soon I won't be seeing the sun for a while, at least not where I live. Hopefully I was able to capture that summer warmth. The idea itself comes from a sketch I did many years ago when I was a teen. I would show you, but I threw most of my sketchbooks away many years ago. And that's something I kind of still regret. Ah well. I've been making art for quite a while now, and while it started out great, lately I've been very unhappy with my work. Which was strange for me because making art was what I did to cheer myself up. It used to be both fun and enjoyable even when I failed, and it took me a while to realize why. The reason I've been unhappy with my more vended and realistic style is that, while pretty to look at, it's not the greatest for conveying ideas and telling stories, something I care about a lot. I actually started my artistic journey, I guess, by drawing manga, and I was in it for the story and the emotions that these fantastic pieces would make me feel. But when I started learning the fundamentals and spent most of my time online on art forums, my style slowly morphed to fit the industry standard. And I started getting more obsessed with wanting to get work from big companies like Wizards of the Coast or Bethesda. But the more I painted, the less happy I was with both my work and myself, and it took me a while to realize that I didn't want to do that kind of art. So after a lot of anxiety and talking with friends, I finally decided to change my style and start doing the type of work that I enjoy. And that's the short of it. It's been great so far, but I'm not exactly sure how I'll make any money off this, but I've been much happier, and that has to count for something. This piece was quite a challenge for me because I've put off doing line work for a while now, as painting with shapes was much more intuitive for me when doing a more realistic painting. So multiple times during this piece I had to stop and do some quick practices to get a better line quality. I even had to redo the lines when I thought I was done because I wasn't happy with the results. I also watched a lot of animes, for study purposes obviously, and something that I love to do and that has helped me quite a bit in fact is taking screen caps of beautiful scenes and doing a quick study in my sketchbook. And always asking myself, why do I find this single frame appealing? I find doing this absolutely addictive because it's basically what I was doing when I was younger. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who would crack open a manga book just to copy the cool poses. I also went back to look at a lot of artists that inspired me back when I wanted to be a manga artist. Artists such as Imperial Boy and Kimura Shinji. They are really masters at creating a sense of wonder and nostalgia in their work, and I hope that that's something that I can someday achieve too. One of the difficulties I had while creating this piece was rendering the background. I didn't feel too busy and distracting. I didn't want the background to take away the focus from the characters. Landscapes are something that I've always been interested in, but I've always shied away from them because most landscape artists end up becoming concept artists, and that's something that I've just never been really interested in. There is a fascinating story in there that I can't wait to tell you guys about someday. Also, I wasn't quite sure about the scale of the dragon, how close or how big exactly did I want it to be. I resized it multiple times, but I think I ended up with something that feels right. And here's how the piece turned out. All my life, I've wanted to create pieces of art that tell stories and infuses the viewers with a sense of nostalgia, and I really hope that this one would capture that impressive African sunsets that I had the pleasures of growing up watching, and I think I got what I wanted. By the way, I finally updated my print shop, so if you enjoyed this piece and would like to grab a copy for yourself, feel free to check out my imprint store. The links are below. Oh, also, now that I'm transitioning to being self-employed, if you want me to create anything for you, either for your project or as a gift to someone, feel free to let me know. My email is also down below. And if you're an artist yourself and you think that there's something that I could help you with, feel free to let me know. I've also started to become more active on my Instagram, so follow me to see what I'll be working on next. I'm thinking something involving kites, but I'm not sure. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching. I'm Osunde and this has been ArtFlow. And remember, eat, sleep, art. Bye.